2024 and hold this. There are more than the Economic Advisory Committee, and they have come out with their draft plan for blue economy. Of course, the government is said to announce the blue economy policy, which will happen, I think, anytime. Maybe it is under the consideration at the highest level now. So the blue economy is going to be a reality. The question is, when we stress on blue economy, can we just go and exploit the resources from the oceans, or mindlessly try to take advantage of the oceans? So that is why this conference wants to stress on sustainable utilization of the oceans for blue economy. Blue economy is a necessity, there is no doubt about that, especially when we are planning to be the third largest economy in the world, or maybe during the Amurtakal second or first economy in the world. We have to tap the resources of ocean to support our economy and to keep the economic growth going. But the issue is we should have the planning, and we should plan how we can do that without hurting the oceans. It is like the honeybee extracting the honey from the flower, but without hurting the flower. So something like that approach is required when we go for blue economy, to take advantage of the oceans and to support the economic growth. But we should see that we don't bring any harm, because already we brought lot of harm to the oceans. We dumped all the plastic in the ocean. Now some of the accounts reports say that there is more plastic than fish in the ocean, and it is creating a havoc for the oceans. And all the pollutants are being dumped in the ocean. That is creating several issues like eutrophication, then harmful algal blooms, etc., which is affecting the fisheries and the health of the people. So we have to be very cautious about how best we can use and how best we can deal with the situation. Added to that, we are living in a time frame where the anthropogenic effects, or the effects which are created by all of us, is causing warming of the world, and 93% of that extra heat what we are pumping into the system is being absorbed by the oceans. So that also is a concern, how oceans are going to change the climate, change the weather. Already we are seeing that. Now we see that Chennai hardly once in a while used to have those severe cyclones, but during last 5 years, 2015 as well as then again another year and this year, you had a very devastating cyclone. So these are all ramifications and manifestations of the climate change what is going on. So the major theme of this conference is sustainable utilization of oceans in blue economy. And if you look at the list of sub-themes, you can see that they are all carefully picked to cover all the aspects of the ocean, including the tourism, because the tourism also is a ocean related industry, and we have vast potential to promote coastal tourism all along the more than 7,500 kilometers of our country. Plus there are few hundred kilometers in our Lakshadweep Islands as well as Andaman Nicobar Islands. So tourism is a part of sub-theme. Similarly, policy requirements for sustainable utilization of ocean technologies for sustainable development, and this is the institute which is spearheading the development of cutting edge technologies for ocean mining as well as for developing a manned submersible. If everything goes well, I think NIOT will send man to the depths of the ocean soon in a few within couple of months, and we all praying for that to happen, so that like we landed on the moon, this will be another big feat for Indian science, and for all of us Indians to be proud of, that India also could develop the manned submersible and send the man to the depth of the oceans. And coastal protection and restoration, of course, because we know that our coasts have severe erosion problems at various locations, marine biodiversity and ocean ecosystem. So these are all some of the major themes which are part of this Congress, and various experts have been invited to deliver plenary lectures as well as the lead or keynote lectures at this conference, so that the students and younger researchers can get benefited from the expertise of these experts, and of course they will have a chance to one-to-one interactions. In addition to that, there is a special meeting called Ocean Summit, which will be led by Secretary for Ministry of Earth Sciences, which will be attended by the Chief Secretaries from all the coastal states. We have 9 coastal states, so those Chief Secretaries will attend, and also the representatives from other countries, like many countries have already confirmed, like Bangladesh, Angola and Philippines. They have already confirmed their participation, and we are waiting for confirmation from a few more countries. They will be participating. The issue is how we can lead these countries, India with the capabilities which has been developed in the field of ocean science and ocean technology, and how we can help the other countries and what are their issues. Similarly, the states have their own issues, where the central ministry, how it can help states and solve those problems, so that we all work together for the progress of our country, and to make the life of the people, whether they are in Tamil Nadu or Kerala or Pondicherry or Andaman Nicobar, wherever it is, we are all part of a great nation called Bharat or India, and we have to develop our country with our own efforts. So this is a small step towards concentrating on the oceans, because India has a great maritime history. If you look at the history of Tamil Nadu itself, Pumbuhar and Kaveri Pumpatram, these are were flourishing harbors or trade centers, maritime centers of our country. Similarly, other states also have that. So Vijnan Bharati basically want to connect this heritage or our ancient culture as well as ancient science with the modern science, because modern days the issues are different. Climate change is a modern issue which was not there earlier. So all these has to be connected, and see how best we can utilize the scientific knowledge from our ancient past as well as from the modern science to solve the day-to-day problems and solve the issues which are faced by our country. So that is the major purpose of this conference, and this is the third in the series, and we expect that after 4 years we will be organizing another World Ocean Science Congress, maybe in 2027 or 28, and as the time goes on, this conference also reforms in its format as well as in widening the scope as well as the breadth of the conference. So we are looking forward to a very successful conference during 27th to 29th of February at IIT Madras Research Park, and we request your support also to spread the word among the public so that the exhibition which will be set up during this conference, the public can visit and take advantage of knowing what kind of technologies are being developed in the country and understand what is happening in the field of ocean science and technology in our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chennai. I request the cooperation of the friends from the media to popularize this conference. It has twin objectives. One is to bring all the people working in this area together. Second is taking the oceans close to the masses of the nation. Thank you. And sir, we can have a small presentation by Dr. Josia about the organization of the conference, themes of the conference.
Very good morning to all of you, and I thank our director Dr. Ramdas and Dr. Shenoy for giving me a very good overview of the things. So I will be adding on a few more points. So as they have already mentioned, this is a very important conference. It's the third edition of World Ocean Science Congress. It is organized by the Premier Institute of University of Earth Science. So we have a lineup of collaborating institutions. We have AICTE and OE India Limited, and we have Ocean Society of India. It is also endorsed by the UN Decade of Ocean Science, which is a very important event. They have declared us associating with WOAC. And these are the collaborating institutions. In fact, we have already committed like 10 collaborating institutions are there. They are Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, Hyderabad, National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, Goa. We have National Center for Earth System Science, Trivandrum, Center for Marine Living Resources and Ecology, CMLR, that is in Kochi. And we have National Center for Coastal Research, that's here in Chennai. And we have CMFRI, that is Center for Marine Fisheries Research Institute. And we have Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune. And National Institute of Oceanography, Goa. And we have CIFT, Central Institute of Fisheries Technology. And we have SIPA. So these are the major collaborating institutions. And in the coming days, we expect to join hands with many more. We have the patrons, our respected Honorable Minister Sri Kiran Rijiju, he is the Minister of Earth Sciences, and Dr. Vijay Thakkar, that's the mentor of the VIPA. So we have these two partners. And we have 12 advisors. And it is chaired by our secretary, that is Dr. M. Ravichandran, Secretary of the Ministry of Earth Science, and we have the co-chair, that is Dr. Shekhar C. Mande from VIPA. We have a national organizing committee chaired by our director, Dr. G.A. Ramadas, and co-chaired by Professor Sanasi Raj from NIOT Chennai, and there are other 23 members from various institutes. They are mostly the directors of collaborating institutes. The history and Dr. Shenoy has very nicely briefed this. And the background also he has explained very well. So we have, I will quickly go through the focal theme. So our major aim of this conducting this conference is that we are facilitating or providing a platform for the various sectors of the people working in the ocean related area. So whether it is tourism or in the industries, or it can be services or science researchers, academicians, and policy makers or administrators. So we will be, they can utilize this platform to interact with each other. Specifically, we are having more global experts coming from Indian Ocean rim countries, and to arrive upon some sustainable utilization plan. So earlier, these themes, like based on our focal theme, that's the sustainable utilization of oceans in blue economy, our core committee led by our our director, Dr. Ramadas, then Dr. Shenoy, and Dr. Tata Sudhagar, and other core, Mr. Vivekananda Rai, and other core members have arrived upon these 10 very crucial points. So Dr. Shenoy has given that this focusing on the various aspects of the main theme, like it's starting from the fisheries and tourism, then ocean services, and we have the mineral resources, and we are focusing on the policy and ocean technology, then coastal protection, and finally the marine biodiversity. We do have a few more associated events. One of the important thing is the ocean summit. So sir has already told like we have already assured participants from some of the Indian Ocean countries and from the coastal states, and it's going to be a mega event which will be held on the second day, that is on the 28th of February, and we are also going to have a fisherman meet. So here we are inviting like fishermen from across all the coastal states. So there will be 85 fishermen from all these coastal states. They are also meeting on the same day, that is on the second day afternoon session for 3 hours. They will be discussing different challenges they are facing, and we will be explaining the services provided by us, and they can also interact and they can raise their concerns during that. So these two important events will be held on the second day of this conference. And we are also conducting another part because the young generation, we have to spread the awareness among them, and we have to bring up them. They have to be very like focusing on this blue economy. So that we have taken up as a very important part. We have an early career ocean professionals meet which will be attended by more than 100 young scientists from across the premier institutes of India. So there will be a very good panel discussion we are expecting in that, and they are focusing on the ocean-based solutions for the climate change. So it will be a very good event, and we can listen to those young minds. This will be happening on the first day in the afternoon session. So we invite all of you to attend this very important aspects. And there will be one more event, that is a special session on the ocean side. It will be conducted by ISRO, and an exhibition will be there will be an MOS pavilion which will be exhibiting all the capabilities of MOS institutes, and there will be various industries will be participating in that. So it will be a very good treasure of knowledge. Like we invite the public as well as the students, they can come and utilize this observation. So many things will be under the single umbrella. All the 3 days we will have this exhibition. So I would like to present some gist of this conference. So far we have received 430 abstracts under this 10 sub-themes, and there is a registration of 570. And since we have this abstract, we are proposing to have 4 technical sessions from one of them. So mostly we will have 5 or 6 sessions will be happening on each day. And we will start with 2 plenary talks on each day by eminent scientists. So we have Dr. Malini Shankar, that's the Vice Chancellor of the IU, she will be there, and Dr. Kiran Kumar, that's our former chairman ISRO, and we will have the AICT chairman will be there, and there will be a representation from the French, Dr. Manuel Zakaria from IFREMER. So these are the key persons here. They will be delivering the plenary talks. Apart from that, we will have 70 lead talks. So we are having 28 sessions, 28 technical sessions, and there will be 17 lead talks from various directors of the institutes. And we have already conducted a competition for the students, school students. It was conducted on 29th January. There were 3 different items, like drawing was there, essay writing was there, and a quiz competition. for juniors and seniors. It was already conducted across the Tamil Nadu. So we had a very good participation, and winners of these competitions are invited to join us on valedictory session, and we will be handing over the prizes on that day. And apart from that, from these all 28 technical sessions, we will be selecting best oral and best poster presentations from all the teams. So around 20 award winners. That too, we are focusing on the young scientists. That's the age below 35 years, to encourage the participation, as well as to they have to take forward the message. So 20 awards will be presented during our valedictory session, and these selected papers. So what all are presented there, and they will be selected papers will come out in a special issue of the journal. That's the Indian Journal of Geomarine Sciences. So we have what you can see that we have a lot of abstracts, 400 plus, and this were like carried forward. We have got the support from various experts from all the parts of life, like we have from IITs and all major institutions. Our coordinators from different institutions, and they will be presented here, and it will be chaired by the eminent scientists and technologists. Okay. So this is a graphical thing, you can see that, and we will also be supporting the students. So if you look at here, we have students, 257 are students. So among that we will be giving 168 students will be given the travel support, and 160 students will be given complimentary accommodation. And there are 26 foreign participants who have already like registered with us. You can reach us at we have a website, and you can reach us at wc2024@gmail.com. We have developed an app particularly for this.
By NIOT, and it's our pleasure to release it in your presence. And Mr. Vivekananda Foy has joined us, as I was telling you. He is the Secretary of Indian Government. You are releasing the app.
My first experience science congress was in 2015 in Kochi. At that time, we were actually looking at one of the important factors was that we have a long coastline. It is already mentioned in the press note also. And we have a large number of people depending on oceans on our coast. And they are some of the most deprived science and technology. And so many organizations of the government of India, R&D labs, how we can make use of their capabilities. Already many such activities are there, but how we can enlarge the scope of this to make life easier for our coastal communities. And it is from that thought that this World Ocean Science Congress started off in 2015, and in 2019 it happened at Visakhapatnam. And what we do is we bring together the whole spectrum of people who are in the coastal sector, ocean sector also, like the scientific organizations, R&D labs, technology organizations, and coastal fishermen. And also we have an ocean summit, which I am sure already mentioned about, that we are trying to bring together the countries in the Indian Ocean Ring. And this year I must say that the Ministry of External Affairs has also been very extremely helpful in bringing together different countries. We are having representation from Angola, from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka, and many other countries are like Philippines. They have all shown interest in participating. And this year we have also invited representatives from all the coastal states. And for fishermen meet also we have increased the ambit. In Visakhapatnam it was basically fishermen from the state of Andhra Pradesh. But this time we are inviting representatives from all the coastal states, representatives of fishermen. And one of the achievements of that fishermen meet was that, like, there are many technologies developed for fishermen. For example, NIOT, CMFRI or cage culture and like that. But many a times translation of these capabilities to what we say as lab to land, that is a problem. So this kind of occasions actually help us in getting that translation. It was very evident that the last fishermen meet in Andhra Pradesh, that actually created a platform where they could directly interact with various organizations. INCOIS was coordinating that, and they could reap the benefits of that. And similarly, we hope that this time also this will make a difference in the lives of our fishermen communities, a large number of them. Another aspect which has been a very successful thing was that we had a shipping roundtable in 2015, which Cochin Shipyard coordinated, and we brought together large ship makers, small ship makers, their ancillary industries, shipping regulators, and all those people, and even NIOT Chennai, they have a ship design unit. So actually that paved the way for a great leap. In a way, it contributed to the great leap that Cochin Shipyard today has in terms of building our IAC 1 and now probably the IAC 2, and the large number of order books they have. They have taken over many other smaller institutions also. So Chairman Managing Director of Cochin Shipyard is also coming for the inauguration. Many other dignitaries also are coming. I'm sure that has already been mentioned. The who is who of science and technology in our country. D.K. Saraswat, Kiran Kumar, Shailesh Naik, P.S. Goyal, all of them are coming for this program. Vasant Shinde is coming. He has done extensive work on archaeology and marine archaeology. Actually, he is the person who did research on Rakhi wedding. So he is also coming, and he will be talking about marine archaeology. So India has a great tradition in maritime shipping, but today our contribution to the global shipping is very less. So that has been one of the priorities of the government also, to increase the contribution of India manifold. So that way this World Ocean Science Congress will give a fillip to all such growth prospects for across the spectrum. That is what we hope. Thank you.
Storage
Okay, he will come in.
Yeah, that's good.
சார் போதும் நீங்கள் உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சு நான் சரியாக கம்யூனிகேட்
Okay, no, sir. Okay, that's all. Okay, thank you.
If you have any questions or any clarifications, we will be able to give some response.
You can ask him Tamil also. So that, only I can talk Tamil. Malayalam patient.
No doubt in it.